Greetings everybody, and usually I read the comments saying how I should tell you, but Carlos Intergala... No! What the fuck? No! No, just no! And let's get back to the free-to-play experiment, which I have been playing more and more and more because I kind of this tank grew on me. I don't think it's that trash anymore. And I have a couple of pointers, a couple of tips on how to play tier 8, because tier 8 is the worst tier to play at the moment because of the 357 template. As you can see in this match, I have 3 tier 10s, a couple of 5 tier 9s, not a couple, 5 tier 9s, and the rest are us, the meat, the cannon fodder, the meat for the tier 10s and the tier 9s. Plus, to make it more interesting, there are 3 artilleries. One of them is tier 10 and 2 of them tier 9. So what do you do in a game like this? Usually before I start, when I see the loading screen, I kind of cry a little bit. I die inside. Just a tiny fragment of me dies inside. And then I'm like, you know what? Screw you, wargaming. I'm gonna try. And first tip, if you're playing the mediums, of course, in tier 8, and well, this especially goes for light tanks, mediums and lights, and tank destroyers. Get coated optics. I know, guns on tier 8 tanks are terrible, especially medium tanks. You aim long, the alpha is low, the penetration is low. Well, thank God this tank has, what, 226 alpha and a 230. It has a 226 penetration, not alpha, and 230 alpha damage, so it's not the best gun, but it can work. So coated optics will help you spot the enemy and farm peasant damage or assisted damage, which will it's gonna give you a little bit of credits and a little bit of and then most importantly experience. Getting credits is not that difficult, and I'll tell you later. After I finish the tier 8, I just need 5k experience more to finish this grind. It's just 3 or 4 good games and that's it. And yeah, coated optics, and you're going to spot the enemies from a long distance. There have been so many times that I have spotted light tanks, tank destroyers camping in the back, and just farmed assisted damage for days. As you can see, I have 3 marks already on this tank. And I haven't used any kind of premium ammo, I didn't buy premium consumables. The automatic fire extinguishers, that's all I get from the missions and everything. You get a shit ton of those. Like, I'm not joking, you get a lot just by playing this game. It's so much easier to grind the tank nowadays. And that's about it for coated optics. You should get it, especially on mediums, lights, and well, tank destroyers as well. Second tip is don't worry about credits that much. Like I explained, you're going to get a lot of missions. The missions for the 3 new reward tanks, and then you have the old missions for the object to 60. You're going to get those missions sooner or later, and a lot of credits actually. You just get 1 light tank, 1 tank destroyer, try to grind 1 heavy tank and focus on 1 line and play those other lines while you're dead and you go back to the garage, you know? That's why I love to play the T-71 when I die in the Centurion one and farm some missions to get credits. So credits isn't that big of an issue. Then you have credit boosters that you get by sometimes by just playing a game, just winning a random game. Then, if you join a clan, you get credit boosters. If you join in platoons, you win more. That means you get more credits because you're winning more. And credits isn't that big of an issue. There are also so many marathons running that you can get free tier 8s or even free tier 5s. I remember there was a tier 5 premium marathon for the T-34 something, and I missed it because I wasn't even at home. And you can get free premium tanks and shit like that. You wouldn't get them earlier when the game launched. I'm pretty sure you couldn't get it so easily. So, and then the main source of income that I got was from the premium consumables that you get by completing missions, daily missions and shit like that, missions for the object to 60. And then I sold a lot of premium consumables that I can't even use for nations that I'm not even going to bother on this account. Some lines you should just avoid unless you're like you want to get every tank in the game. But I sold all the premium consumables for the Swedish, Italian, Russian, and etc, everything. And I have on this account, I think it's somewhere along 6.7 million credits. This is a free-to-play account. I have 6.7 million credits just by selling my consumables and modules and everything. That's about the credits. Coated optics, like I told you. Don't worry that much about credits because you have a lot of missions and so many of those consumables that you get more credits, blah blah blah. And well, third tip is watch other videos. I don't do those. Tech tree reviews and avoid shitty tech trees. Avoid those as the bubonic plague. Just avoid those trees that lead to a tier 10 tank that is, well, it's actually obsolete, basically, you know? Check those. Maybe if you go into a recruitment thread on the World of Tanks page, and if you check the clans, the recruitments, the minimum requirements, you should check the tier 10 tanks that they want for campaigns. Usually it's the Super Kong, the VZ5A, the 277, IS-7, then you have the mediums, the Object 140, the Batchat, then you have Tank Destroyers is only the STRV, that's one is the only one so popular. And those are the tech trees, I mean those are the lines that you should grind and avoid the rest unless you really want that tank and you think it's fun. Like the T-49 maybe with the derp gun, that's a scout tank, you know, like that. And my last tip that I learned by playing, I learned this by just playing this account, is patience. Patience is everything, and you shouldn't just quit because you get into a tier 10 game with free artilleries. Yes, you will get wrecked. Yes, it's not very nice. Some of those tanks you can't even pen, like the Jap heavies. But patience is everything. I can't even explain how many times I racked up like 2,000 or 3,000 assisted damage, peasant damage, by just spotting for my team. Meanwhile, our tier 10s were just farming them for days, and I was just trying to contribute in some way and being patient, not just rushing in because you don't have a lot of hit points and you're gonna get farmed very, very fast. And you should take it slowly, just analyze the minimap and go where your team goes. Always go with them, never be alone, especially with, if it's tier 8, I mean if it's a tier 9 matchmaking, tier 10, always go with the team, never go alone. Try to spot, if you can pen, like, I don't use premium ammo, but you should, because you shouldn't be an idiot like me, you should use premium ammo, especially on Jap tanks and shit like that. And if you can't pen them, just at least spot them and be annoying for the enemy team, you know? Just try to be as annoying as possible. Try to be that little brother that you always wanted but you didn't get. And imagine, and those that have little brothers, that will be me, I'm the little brother. And I know that we are super annoying towards our big siblings. Just try to be annoying. Patient gameplay. Like peek over, spot them, then go back. And work with your team. And usually if you're going with your team, that means that the enemy is going to get surrounded very fast, and then you can use that momentum to go around, flank them and get some of those damage points, maybe more peasant points, assisted damage, and that's how you rack up experience, because there's not that much of a difference. Credits isn't the issue. The only issue on the free-to-play account, in my case, is because I don't play a lot of games, is the experience that you get by winning. It's not a lot, maybe 800, 900 on a shitty battle, it's like 400, 500. You have to play a lot of games. That's where the premium account comes in handy. So if you're playing with a clan, maybe you get some gold. If not, maybe some tournaments. Otherwise, well, the average age of a player in World of Tanks isn't that low, so most likely you have a job, or if you don't, I don't know. Premium account is kind of cool, but it doesn't mean that you should get it, you know. So patience, patience, patience. Patience is everything in this game, especially in tier 8. Now let's review the stats, and all enemy vehicles destroyed. A smr finish. Okay, well, obviously it was an ace tanker. I did pretty good in a tier 10 game with 3 artilleries, and I even got 3 bonds that I use them if maybe sometimes, especially in the beginning, I try to boost my commander if I don't have the 6th sense, and then I used all of my bonds. You run out of them, you run out very quickly, but you still have 6 cents on your stock grind. And 44 cape credits, well, in the end we'll see. 2.5k experience, that was pretty nice. A Hefsla medal. I actually have 6 of these medals right now. And the best medal I have on this account that I don't even have on my main account is the Nicole's medal, where you have to kill 4 enemy tanks or tank destroyers with a medium tank, and they have to be at least 1 tier higher. And in the end, a Pascucci, because I killed 2 artilleries and a Top Gun. So let's go on to the next step. Now, damage-wise, I was 3rd in a tier 10 game, which is okay, but I got 6 kills, and by experience, I'm the top with 1200. And I told you, patience. I was trying to be as annoying as possible, trying to spot, maybe try to slip through the cracks on this map. I usually like to go in the middle and then on the right, as you saw. If it was any other map, spot at the beginning, then go back a little bit, always with your team, and be patient. And when you see an opening, when you see an enemy tank getting outrun or outmaneuvered or everything, try to join, maybe get a couple of shots. It isn't that hard. Actually, I can't even explain how much I learned by just playing without premium ammo. It is fun actually, and I can't wait to get the tier 9. It's going to be a hell of a long grind, because the tier 9 you have to get the gun, the turret, and then it's the last gun, and that's like almost 100k of experience before it's fully decked without the engine. Meanwhile, the tier 9 Russian tank, the Object 430, the video I did last time, you get the stock tank, it's fully upped, and you're just ready to go and farm noobs, you know? In the end, 22k credits with a standard account, which is good in my case, and a little bit of experience, because I have those personal reserves that I was talking about. You get those a lot, and you activate them every single time if you're playing without a premium account. I know I have on my main account, I have close to maybe 1,000 of those reserves, but I never use them because I have the premium account that I got from Clan Wars when I was in Fame. I bought for at least 2 or 3 years of a premium account just to never spend money on that, you know. Try that, and that's it. So try to be annoying, spot, don't worry about creds that much. Don't waste all the credits that you have on premium ammo, but just have 3 or 5 just in case for those annoying tanks. Maybe it's a one-on-one in the end, and well, if you win you get a hell of a lot more experience, so get some premium ammo and be patient. Be patient, because it's a long grind, and we're all in the same boat, and that's it. Tier 8 matchmaking is the worst, and well, sometimes you just have to grind through it and just suffer and just eat it and just go, just power grind through it. That's it, and I'll see you soon. Happy New Year.